We're here at NAMTA 2007, and we're talking to Jack Borland, and we're talking about Colourfix paper, and it's a remarkably versatile surface here for the artist. Basically, it was designed for pastel, as I understand. But Jack's going to show us some other work that's done, because actually you can use it for all kinds of mediums. And so, what can we see? What have they been using?
Artists being the sort of people they are, Richard, where they're creative, experimental people. As you said, we made Colourfix for pastel, but people have found that they can do all sorts of things on it. Here we've got an example of Art Spectrum liquid spectrum inks, which is an acrylic ink.
Inks? Oh, yeah, that's incredibly detailed.
And it just holds the ink so beautifully.
Right.
This one here is watercolor. Watercolor and watercolor pencil.
Wow.
You wouldn't think a sanded surface would lend itself to watercolor, but it really does create some unusual and beautiful effects. This again is the acrylic inks. They've been applied quite heavily here, and you can almost see an enamel effect where the inks...
the ink is so saturated with pigment, you know, it's just really, it really gives you an effect, because it's holding extra pigment because of that sand, and just gives you...
That's correct. This is charcoal.
Really?
Yep. And this has travelled the world, and it hasn't been fixed.
It's not even fixed, and it just holds in there.
It just holds in there.
Incredibly detailed work, really beautiful.
A product that really does look fantastic on Colourfix is gouache. I think the matteness of the Colourfix primer surface itself, it matches that beautifully velvety glow that you get from gouache, and it really does very, very striking effects with gouache.
These are remarkable pieces.
We're upside down here.
All right, we can fix that.
Upside down with the gouache again. And
another gouache, huh?
Yep, and you can really see the beautiful, really striking effects you can get with the gouache.
These are all quarter sheets, right?
These are all quarter sheets.
So it comes in a bigger size,
right? Yeah, the most popular size is a 20-inch by 28-inch sheet. By far the most popular size, but these ones are, you know, very popular also. This is a ready-to-frame size. It's a 9 by 12 image area, standard size for framing. Right. Here we've got coloured pencil, and I know a lot of the members...
So many pencil artists.
Yeah, and a lot of the members of the Coloured Pencil Society of America really recommend using Colourfix, because pencils look so much more intense and vibrant on this product. Back here we've got a pen and wash, ink and wash.
Right.
Again, a very striking effect.
And all these.
Now here's some really unusual things.
Oh boy.
What we've done here is we've got watercolour over here. Again, these beautiful, unusual wash effects.
Right.
But over here, and I don't know if you can see it clearly on the camera, but we've got little pebbles that have been stuck onto the Colourfix using the primer as the adhesive.
Right.
And because it's coloured, then you can paint over the top or leave it in its natural colour. So it's used as a real multimedia effect. And again, we have the same thing here with inks.
Another collage, huh? So that's kind of like a collage with the pebbles, and here you got
sticks and pebbles and sand, all stuck with the primer.
The world's the limit.
And then painted over the top. Yeah, literally unlimited. We've even had silver point artists, the old technique of silver point, which some people say is coming back. Absolutely sensational effects on Colourfix.
Tell me about super tooth now, because that's some artists like to have more tooth, right?
Yeah, for people who do want more tooth, we've introduced a product called Super Tooth. It's only available in the natural colour. With Super Tooth, we have 50% more of the silica in the jar. Right. Okay, in the primer. So it gives it a heavier tooth, and will actually take more layers of pastel. Feels a little bit toothier, and also to differentiate it, rather than the 300 gram or 140 pound base watercolour paper, we use a 500 gram base paper. So it's more like a stiff card than the paper of the regular.
And that comes in the same size as the quarter sheets?
That comes in the quarter sheet, full sheet, and a double size sheet.
And a double sheet, huh?
40 inches by 28 inches approximately.
Boy. That'll make a piece of work.
So it's a fantastic archival product.
Okay, well thanks for showing us these things.
You're welcome, Richard.
We really wanted to know about it. You know, we've heard so much about Art Spectrum and your company's great work with pastels and pastel artists.
Thank you.
All right.